Hello and welcome to the Lolo Cynthia Show. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking to my favorite people, the Gen Zs, people born from 1995 to 2009. I know that right now when people hear Gen Zs, they automatically think these are the people who are, do not like authority. They cannot function in the corporate world. But I think that many people forget that Gen Zs are like the digital natives. They have never lived in a world without technology and internet. And of course, technology does shape the work culture. So on today's episode, you're going to be hearing from different Gen Zs who said bye-bye to 9-to-5 work so they can focus on technology and using it to make money from the comfort of their home.
I took the classes, it started taking me from making that 100,000 a month to making much more than that, times 10 of it. Even up to now, I still buy courses because I still feel like I can still learn more things that I don't know yet. But currently, I still make much more than the 1M a month. I think my monthly revenue is 3M or 3.5M.
Wow.
My monthly revenue.
There are various reasons why I prefer working online and remotely as compared to working 9 to 5. And the most important one, probably the convenience of it all. I remember growing up, not that we were growing up, up until now, you see the adults that have the normal 9 to 5 job that they told us are meant to grow up to get. I live in Lagos, so for context, Lagos is very bustling, a lot of traffic. They leave the house as early as 5 in the morning, come back by 10 in the night for a very, very little pay. They don't feel satisfied, don't have time for themselves, their family, or their loved ones. They have no time for their own individual interest. Their whole life is their work, which it just seems so unfulfilling. That's the kind of life I want to live. I want to be able to actually say that yes, I have lived life. Not I am at retirement age. Let me enjoy my youth as I'm young. It's not now 50, 60 at retirement age. I want to have a house to relax. I want to enjoy now. And I still have the ability and the agility to actually enjoy myself.
Our first guest today is a 19-year-old chemical engineering student from Nigeria. Damien is a 5.0, you heard that right, 5.0 GPA student who also runs a very successful online anime merchandising store. Even now, I'm like, what is that? So today, I can't wait to talk to him to learn more about that. We're going to ask him when he finishes school, is he going to go through that part of chemical engineering, or is he going to focus on his online, anime shop, or is he going to do both? Let us hear from him. Damien, when I was introducing you and even having a conversation with you, I'm completely blown away by what you do. You are just 19-year-old and you also run a very successful online anime store. I would love to know, what made you get into that field of work? How did you even think about that?
Actually, the truth is, I don't know if you watch anime, but there was this anime I was watching one time. It's this item in the anime that one of the characters we are wearing. I was like, wow, I want this because I think it looked cool. And then I went online and I tried finding it, and then I saw that all the stores that I could get it from were outside the country, at places like India, USA, UK. And I was like, why can't we have this here in Nigeria? Why do I have to shop all the way from UK just to get anime merch? Why can't I have it here in Nigeria? So I decided, since I want it, let me do it for everybody that might want it just like me, because I definitely knew that people would watch this and say, I want to get this, but they couldn't because they're in Nigeria. So I was like, let me be the one to help people solve this problem of getting anime merch in Nigeria. And that was how my business came to be. Started it last 2 years. After I got admission into Unilag, the whole break, the Corona period break.
So you got admission into Unilag to study chemical engineering, and just that break before you went into school, where other people, you're just a secondary school student, you were not obligated to get into a business before you start school. Yeah. Why did you decide to start that?
Actually, my mom is the only one that takes care of all of us in the house. So at that period, I think me and my sister, we had admission the same time. I think it's because of the corona, but her admission shifted and all. So we had admission the same time. So because of that, I felt like when school resumes, I don't want my mom to have to sort out all the bills for 2 of us at the same time. To be a lot on her. So I felt like, why don't I just start something to cut down that stress and maybe take off my own expense from her side.
And at this time, you were 17 years old?
Yes, I was 18.
Thinking like this?
I was 17 years old, yeah.
Wow. Wow. I am so impressed. I am so impressed. I can't believe it. I'm super impressed. So now that you are in the university, you're studying chemical engineering, you shared with me that you are a straight 5.0 GPA student. Hello. And your business is also really successful. I want to ask now that when you are in school or even when you finish school, do you plan on continuing that online business? Or do you want to focus on your chemical engineering path, or you want to do both? How do you want to navigate it?
Yeah, honestly, I think my business already took scale before I even got admission to school. So I already had this
Wow.
question at the back of my mind before entering into school. So I had to decide based on my own personal interest that I want to continue schooling. I want to pursue my academics. Like I don't have any other choice because that was the only way I could get my GPA, my current GPA. So that was the only way I could reach that GPA because I have to think of it like it's my only way out and focus fully on it. It's not like it's my only way out. It's just that I actually love studying. I love the thrill of academic excellence or excelling academically. I love that part of life. I was tempted at some point because running the business and going to school is extremely hard. So I was tempted because I know that what I can do if you give me a week at home, not going to school, is take my business like 10 steps further. If I stay at home and don't do anything, just walk, nothing of going to school, take my business like if I tell you what I've done this summer or this break, it's a lot. It's this summer I used to open my shop. It's summer I used to learn different skills. Summer I used to scale my business. Just this break. And when I started, it was very confused. I didn't know what to do, how to go about it. I was just a 17-year-old. So I was just like, let me just start posting and putting my stuff out there. So at that period, I think I was still getting like 2 orders a week, 5 orders a week. It was very slow for me. It started from 0 orders a week to 1 order a week. Sometimes I would not even get undershot the entire week. So it was a lot for me to handle then. So it was very, very slow. But then I decided to start advertising more because before then I used to undermine the importance of advertising. I think that it's just something that people do that I can do without it. But then I was like, nah, I need to scale up. I need to put more into my advertising. So most of my profits that time went into advertising. I didn't even spend a dime on myself. Like the first 6 months, like I didn't spend anything on myself. Any single money I made went back into the business, repeating the cycle every single profit I made. So after that, I still paid for classes because obviously nobody on island, and I don't think that people undermine the value of learning knowledge. I paid for several classes on how to run ads and scale my business. Although it wasn't cheap, but I can definitely testify that it was very much worth it because that was what took my business from making 100 a month to making 1M a month. I actually make much more than that. I'm just saying, like when I started, that was what I was saying. I actually make much more than that now, currently, in a month. But when after I took the classes, it started taking me from making that 100,000 a month to making much more than that, like times 10 of it. Even up to now, I still buy courses because I still feel like I can still learn more things that I don't know yet. But currently, I still make much more than the 1M a month. I think my monthly revenue is like, I think 3M or 3.5M.
Wow.
My monthly revenue. That was what we did last month. So yes, that was what I did to scale my business, buy classes, run one ads. And obviously, I felt like the mentality you will need to make 1 million, your first 1 million in business, is different from the mentality you need to make your first 10 million. So that was why I had to scale, I had to employ people. Because before I didn't want to employ, I was like, I can do it myself. But I was like, no. My time is money. So instead of doing small things that won't generate me money, I need to employ people to do that for me.
I know you took this business up just to be able to support your mom, and now you are making millions a month. How does your mom feel about the success of her son? You know, what's going on over there?
Yeah, she's actually very, very proud. I think she talks about me a lot to her friends, which I don't like. But she's very proud of it, and I am happy I'm able to make her happy while she's still around.
I'm proud of you too. And Damien, I love talking to you. You are a fantastic young man. And we'll definitely be in touch in future because you are the kind of person I want to be mentoring young boys, teenage boys, we need more representation of you out there to show people that there are young boys, there are young men out there that are taking charge of their life. They are doing things that are legit, very important, and they're actually making a lot out of it to be able to live the life that they want. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
So after the holiday, when I came to Nigeria, I was looking for how I can gather some money apart from the pocket money that my parents are going to give me, so that I will not have to struggle in school. So I got a job in a factory that produces snacks, snacks that people eat. So we run shifts there, like morning, afternoon, and night. It was stressful somehow because I didn't have time. I just come back from work, it's just to rest and then wait for the next morning and start working again. I didn't have time to connect with my friends, like that. And they were not even see me in the neighborhood. It was just walk home and rest because I didn't want to stress myself that much. So I would say the experience was great, but I would prefer a job that I would not need to use that much of energy or that will stress me out, that will need a very long time to get rest. So that's my experience. Thank you so much for having me.
All these Nigerian parents, they'll think that if a lady is online with her phone, it starts with a guy normally. So my parents, when I started, they thought I'm chatting with a guy, and they will be advising me that you better stop chatting, better look for something to do.
Our next guest is Mary. Mary is an economics graduate who says that 9 to 5 is a big no-no for her. She says that she doesn't even last more than 5 days when she works in a traditional corporate firm. So right now, Mary is an online networker who also runs a very successful online financial academy with over 300 students who want to learn how to invest and, find other ways to get extra income. Let's hear from her. Thank you so much, Mary, for joining us on the show today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mary, can you share with us, when you started your online academy and, why you also decided to become a networker? What was that? What motivated you or what triggered you to take up that decision?
Okay, thank you. My name is Mary. I'm a CEO of Kemet Academy. So actually, my journey started when I was still in 200 level, to be precise. There was this guy I do call Big Brother. Is it all these crypto stuff? That's a cryptocurrency, and he makes a lot of money from it. So he told me that this crypto, this is where he used to make his money to feed his family. That he's not even working for anybody. That is his boss or on its own. I was like, how is that possible? Because then when I wanted to enter school, my own thinking is that okay, after this after my education, I'll just go out and look for a job, like normal thinking that some students will. So I started getting interested in wanting to know more about what he's doing. So he started putting me through, and when I discovered that this is really getting interesting, because how will you just sit at home and work, like be working from home without any stress, without someone shouting that where is the document, where have you been, stuff like that. You came late to work. Like there's a peace of mind attached to it. I was like, wow, this is getting interesting.
Do you graduate as an economics, you said, and now you have an online academy, you're into Forex, you're a networker. How does that really work? Explain to us what your online academy is all about. How many students are there? What do you really do? And is this, networking, Forex, crypto, and your online academy your main source of income? Can you share a bit more about that?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, this online academy is my main source of income, and I must really say I've made a lot of money from it. So this my online academy is just, let's just say it's all about now I'm as an admin on my as a founder and an admin on my academy. I look for updates. If I see updates like platforms, forex platform or crypto platform where we can just make like invest our money and make more money from it. Hope you get. So my online academy is just about look for update for my students, and I drop it for them on the group. Then anyone that is interested is going to utilize the opportunity and make use of it. So that's our my online. That's what my online academy entails. And also I have a physical office too. So for those that are doubting me that okay, who is this girl? Maybe it's a scammer. All these online stuff, all these online tickets that is a scammer, stuff like that. So I have an online physical office. If I chest in my online academic, I just come over and let's discuss before you can just push you through on how to do it, stuff like that. So it has been really helping me, and I've made a lot of money from it. Like I told you, if you know what you are, if you are good in something, it will be very, very easy for you.
As a graduate, like in Nigeria, and all everyone sees you doing is pressing your phone, on your laptop. How do people react, like your family, when they see you doing that, or your friends? Do they think you're jobless? Do they think you're just online, having fun or just playing games? What has been people's reactions towards the career path that you took?
Okay, actually, my parents, all these Nigerian parents, they'll think that if a lady is online with her phone, it starts with a guy normally. So my parents, when I started, they thought I'm chatting with a guy, and they will be advising me that you better stop chatting, better look for something to do. So I was telling them no, that I'm not actually chatting with a guy. I don't even have time for that. Actually, I'm sourcing for updates. I'm sourcing for updates on how to make more money for myself. Then I don't have my academic. So when I started, it wasn't easy though. Let me just say it wasn't easy. But gradually, when they started seeing that I've been making a lot of money from this so-called online stuff, so they started supporting me that, okay, these are not my, especially my dad. He will tell me what to do and what not to do on online stuff, so that I can easily not mislead my students. What you get. So my friends too, they all my friends. Let me just say all my friends I'll be with. They are also into all these online stuff, so they understand the process. So anytime I'm with my phone, they will know that, okay, he's really sourcing for updates, or he's really trying to make money online. Hope you get. So now let me just say the problem now is for my parents. All these Nigerian parents, they don't believe in online. They believe in you working for yourself and making money for yourself. They know that, okay, if you are working for yourself with your hands, if you have a skill, that's what is money. But all these online stuff, maybe it's just like it's like a scam to them, like a scam to them. So it was when I started showing them, proving them wrong that no, you see all these online stuff, online business side is very, very easy, because you're going to stay in your house just with your phone or laptop, and if you have a good internet connection, that's just it.
People, you shared with me that you are not even able to stay in a corporate job. You cannot be employed in a normal office for more than 5 days. And I hear there's some people that say, oh, Gen Zs, they are very entitled. Oh, they don't like authorities. Or when they are working in a 9 to 5, they don't even, they are not serious. We have all these jokes about, have you even seen the kind of mail that Gen Z sent? What is your response to people who feel like, Gen Zs do not like hard work? What would be your response to them?
Okay, actually, let me use myself as an example now. I'm someone, I don't really like hard work. I just like I just want a soft life. I explained, like I told you, that when I decided to work for someone, like, okay, let me just try working for someone. Let me see, maybe I can cope. So I applied for a job, a 5 to 9 working job. So when I started, I didn't even use up to 5 days. And I can't cope. I can't cope. Maybe because it's not my thing. I like being my boss. I like controlling what I want to do. I like control. Like, not that I like controlling people, but I like controlling what I want. Not that someone will just come and start shouting or start doing sort of. You know how people behave. So to me, Gen Z, they like some, like, let's just say we can't. We know that we are not equal. So as for me, I don't even like all these working jobs. I don't like it. I don't know. But anything online, if you are bringing a job for me and you say, okay, it's based on online, then I'm in. But if it is all these working job office, no, I'm not interested.
9 to 5 jobs are quite restrictive and monotonous, because they're not going to help me to prioritize other areas of my life, such as time with my family, time with my friends, my love life, my social life, my emotional life, and all that.
Our last guest on the show is Jennifer. Jennifer is a medical physiology student who also works as a freelance writer. She says that even when she finishes school, she does not plan on going to a 9 to 5 job because she just wants to be her own boss. Let's hear from Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer, for joining us on the show today. As a medical physiology student, I'm very curious, what was it that made you take up the role of a freelance writer?
Okay, I'm writing for quite some time now. Yes. But then I was just writing because I was writing, have this passion for it, nothing. Then so during the 8-month strike, the 8-month ASU strike that happened last year, then I realized that, I can actually make money for myself through this writing. I can actually write and then I'll get paid for it. And that was how I came to be a freelance writer.
So how did you get ready for the new role? What did you, how did you prepare? Was it exciting? Was it scary? How did you, get ready to jump into the online world of freelance writing?
Yes. I was scared. Like, I was scared of being scammed, one. I was scared that what if I invest my money in this and it doesn't work out? Because I had to pay for tons and tons of courses just to be perfect in. Because now, freelancing is quite competitive, okay? So I had to pay for a lot of courses, go for a lot of trainings and all that. And my mom, my parents, my mom was not really supportive and my siblings. So I was scared. I was really scared.
How did your family and friends, react to this new career route? As a freelance writer, either on your laptop, on your phone, and, there's this idea of people always on their phone, either they're having fun or, they're chatting with somebody or it's just something that is a waste of time. How did your family react to that?
At first, my mom, my siblings, they're like, my parents, my siblings, they're like, you always press the phone every day, day and night. What's this still ringing? It's not used to me reading or going for something else to do. You're just with your phone, doing nothing. But they did not understand. But now, they thought I was personally wasting my time and wasting my youth. I understand because it's not common. It's not common as for them. But now, my mom in particular, she understands. Even when, if I'm kind of broke at the moment and I'm like, okay, I want to pay for this course, I want to do this, she supports me now. My siblings too, my family now, at least because I started earning from it. That was when they're like, oh, this thing is working. No, hope you're not be scam. Is this Ponzi scheme? I'm like, no, it's not Ponzi scheme. I'm just writing. I'm just using my skills to get money, to make money. And when I got my first cash out, my first money, that was when the support of their community struggling and everything. But at first, I thought I was wasting my time and, wasting my resources, wasting my data. Yes, I was wasting my data too. But now, but then I was able to understand that I was just telling you that I'm going to make this money and people will see it. I will get this money and people will see it, people will hear it, people will see it. And they were doubting me, but now they've seen it.
What do you think of 9-to-5 jobs? And I've spoken to other Gen Zs and the one thing they say is that it's something that might limit me. Is that your thought as well? What are your thoughts about, the 9-to-5 role and how it limits you or will I say encourages your passion?
I think 9-to-5 jobs are quite restrictive and monotonous because they're not going to help me to prioritize other areas of my life, such as time with my family, time with my friends, my love life, my social life, my emotional life, and all that. Most of them barely pay their work as well because I really don't know why I have to work morning till evening and then the money you're paying me is not even going to feed me probably for a month. I mean, it doesn't really make sense. So,
well, thank you, Jennifer, for joining us on the show today. I have learned so much from you and I'm really inspired by you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lolo Cynthia, for having me on the show. It was nice. Thank you.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's show. I hope you really enjoyed it. And you've also learned a little bit about the Gen Zs, on how you can engage with them as an employer or just as people in general. I just want to thank again my guests, the Gen Zs, my favorite people who joined us on the show today to share their story. I'm deeply inspired by all of you and I'm now rethinking and wishing that I myself was a Gen Z. But again, thank you all so much for watching today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube page or like our Facebook page, The Lolo Cynthia Show, and drop your comments. What has been your experience, either as an employer, as an employee, or just a parent or a normal person, engaging with the Gen Zs? What are some of the things that you admire from them? And what are some of the things you wish that they could change about themselves? Thank you again for watching today's show. My name is Lolo Cynthia, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.